since you're in the business, I was wondering, what do you think the future of book publishing is? It seems to me that the people are reading less, even though they have more at their fingertips because they can go on Amazon and have a book delivered to them overnight. It's more accessible, it's cheaper, but yet people are not reading as much. What do you make of the book publishing business?
I don't. First of all, I can tell you that the business of publishing remains very active because I'm still involved in the literary agency. I still chair it, and we're our writers and we're selling books every day. And when we have a very good book, it's very enthusiastically received by publishers. So I'm not sure. One of the things that has happened with the internet is I think people have actually spending more time reading. You may not be reading books, but reading generally than before. Before, people spent a lot of time on the telephone. Now, in my early years, I used to have a telephone log. I'd have 30 calls backed up that I wanted to make that day or the next day. Now, basically, if I make 2-3 calls a day, plus my kids, that's it. Most communication, as I'm sure you know, occurs in writing. Although, to be honest, now Zoom is brought a whole new dimension into communication. But I think that the communication that occurs in the context of a book length expression is still something that's very much appreciated, and certainly occurs in terms of books that capture people's imagination. They command big audiences. So, as Mark Twain said, I think reports of my death are premature. So I think that people who think that books are going out. Now, books don't have to be in the form of books, whether they're P-books, print books, or e-books, electronic books. I mean, that doesn't change the fundamental nature of the communication which the book form embraces and delivers.
Same thing with audiobooks as well.
Audiobooks as well. And it was interesting, I sent a book that I was reading recently, a very long book on art and 20th century and art, 750-page book, to a friend, and he said, "Oh, I looked it up and there's an audio book. I like to listen to this kind of book on audio." I'm thinking, gosh, 750 pages of carefully chronicled history, together with both political history and art. That's a lot. But my wife does the same thing. She loves audiobooks. So I don't think it matters what the form of the book communication is. But I think the fundamental embracing of a broad spectrum of a story or of knowledge is still very much suitable.